fight your ass too.
I love you so much, Joey.
I love you too, baby.
You know she made them tacos at the end of that, right?
Yeah.
I know she made them tacos.
That's bullshit. Let's start that off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. Second episode, man. We really appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's your favorite radio relatives, Auntie B and Uncle Fred.
What's good? What's good, everybody?
What's up, y'all?
We're back.
How was your week?
It was all right. It was raining a lot.
Yeah, man. It was real nasty out here, man. It was real nasty.
Raining a lot.
Yeah, well, man.
It brought my mood down a little bit. It was like...
Really? I actually kind of like it when it rains a little bit, though.
I don't like that.
Really?
No, not at all. Why do you like it when it rains?
It's just a vibe. I don't know. It's a cool vibe.
It's not a vibe when you got to go to work.
I mean, I had to do that anyway.
That's a Monday through Friday thing.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
I mean, I can't get mad at that.
You got to be mad at that.
That's the inevitable. I got to get this money. I got to get this money.
Boo. Shit.
Well, y'all, we brought some people in that we want to get y'all's opinion. We told y'all we want to get out and get y'all's voices heard, so we brought in some pretty close people to ourselves, so we're going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves.
What's going on, world? This is KC from Delaware.
That's my brother, y'all.
Yeah.
Just to throw that out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Uncle Fred's favorite nephew.
Yes,
Los
sir.
Fedios Ignorantes.
Yes, sir.
The ignorant
Yes,
noodle.
sir. That's my
Look it
nephew
up.
right there.
Google it. I'm on there. I'm the whole front page of Google.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I gotta
That's,
go
that's
back
my
and
greatest
do
accomplishment.
You gotta do my intro
You
again.
got to go to
His was amazing, man. Mine was a
There
fumble.
you go, nephew.
See?
There you
Mine
go.
was a fumble, man.
Come on, bro. Get it together.
Oh, no.
Do it again. Let's see what
Go
we're
ahead,
on.
go ahead. One more time.
Nah, I'm good, man. It's KC from Delaware. Big brother
Yeah.
to this little firecracker over here, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, well, we really appreciate y'all for coming in today, man. And especially with the topic that we have today, man, there was a lot going on this week, man. A lot of emotions were riding high. You know, of course, they did the tribute for Kobe, you know, at All-Star. You know, big ups to that, man. But did y'all get to see that Allen Iverson and D-Wade embrace?
I didn't see it at the event. I saw it like at home on Twitter like 2 days later. There was like, hey, look at what just happened. I was like, oh, I didn't even notice that. AI popped up, you know, had his jersey on. He was ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a sad moment, but it was also heartfelt.
Yeah.
It just shows that not only did his passing hurt a lot of people, but it also brought a lot of light to friendships and not even with the younger generation of the players. Like, after his passing, I don't know how many points these little niggas done dropped.
Yeah, like as a whole, like everybody was. But another thing about that was, I think they was like pulling stats out their ass for that.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of things. It was like, hey, for the combination of this player and this player, they drop, 42, 24, 8. It's like,
But you know, they do that in the NBA. The NBA finds those weird stats
Yeah.
that nobody else could ever think to
I
find.
want to know who's in charge of that.
I mean, it's the game is so analytical now. Like it's not even about whether or not you can actually play. It's about your productivity level and how efficient you are.
Yeah.
So it's a legit numbers game. But to see that embrace right there is kind of dope because usually you got the younger guys just shooting to take out the older cats.
Mm-hmm.
Like they want to retire them, they want to put them out to the pasture. So to see the older cats really kind of like reach back a little bit, grab them and be like, yo, listen, I admire you too as much as you admire me. Mm-hmm. And we both lost a brother in the fraternity of that NBA because they do consider that a fraternity. So to lose somebody like that, especially like, that's like big brother like, to everybody. And, lose him. So that moment was definitely a real one. But like AI is definitely one of those players that shows love to the new generation. And like the kind of intermediate, like LeBron and them kind of came in during AI and Kobe.
Yeah, but AI's story as a basketball player has always been hilarious because he was the street nigga on the court. Like every kid that wanted to be, in the and one league and hot sauce and Escalade and the professor, all that people that saw that and was like, well, you can't do none of that stuff in the league. And then AI came in getting his hair braided half court, on court side, like in the middle of the game, he's in.
Middle of his game.
He getting his hair braided.
Changed the dress code because he just refused to act right coming in. Not only was he in chinchilla, his kids were in chinchilla for the post-game interviews.
Yeah.
Like, AI was known for that.
I think that just comes from that mentality of, like, no matter how much money I get, I'm going to be
I'm going to be
who
me.
I am.
I'm going to be that
you
nigga.
really stuck to that, though.
You heard about the Jordan thing, right? when he broke Jordan's ankles. Did you hear his motivation behind that?
Yeah.
He said, when I get to the league, I'm going to break that nigga's ankles. That was the only motivation he needed. He said, when I get in the league, I'm going to break that nigga's ankles. And he did it.
And that was another greatness behind Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe I'm going to lock his ass up.
Kobe was like, they're like, why you want to go to the league out of high school? And he was like, because I heard Mike is getting ready to retire. Like, I need to get him before he retired. Like, that's a different beast. Like, that's a different level of mentality right there. So, definitely. Like, them two cats is just, like you said, AI changed the game. He went from, you know, when you look at AI coming in, he only had like one tattoo. Yeah. And then 2 years later, he's a mural. Yeah. And now it's like, if you don't have a tattoo in the league, it's like,
you corny.
Crazy.
You
like,
corny.
But some people try too hard. I don't know who it was that had the emoji sleeve. Like, it's nothing but emojis. Like, his whole left arm is just emojis. Look it up.
I think that's actually he played here. Mike Scott. He played for the Hawks. Yeah, he played for the Hawks for a minute.
It's one dude that got the Grand Theft Auto unlimited ammo shooting the cheat code on his arm. There's one dude on his shooting arm. He got that code. The dude with the emoji sleeve. It's people getting crazy tattoos just to get them now.
Yeah, it's more so the fact that the effect that those guys had on the game, man. So it's like the fact that AI has such an effect for guys under 6 foot to come out there and ball so hard. You know, Kobe instilled the mentality in everybody. Everybody is walking around talking about Mamba mentality. You know, so
and I feel like LeBron is definitely carrying on that legacy of that Mamba mentality. He gonna go crazy.
It has to be though. But man, in the other news, man, there's something else that we definitely got to talk about, man, and it tripped me out. This the Pop Smoke, man. Like, I'm gonna say this off the rip, man. I didn't really listen to Pop Smoke music.
Neither did I.
I did.
And I mean, I'm not saying that to down him or anything. I'm just saying that, one, when I found out, it wasn't so much that the artist was gone. It's when I found out how old he was.
Yeah, that's like messed me up a lot more.
That messed me up. Like, man, 20 years old, bro. Like, and man he moved away from the whole.
Yeah.
He moved away from it.
But it don't matter though. Like it's anywhere you go, that's gonna carry with you. You're now famous. It don't matter how old you are. You are now famous. And the thing is, with the whole Pop Smoke thing, he did rub a lot of people the wrong way. You gotta remember that he did get arrested for Grand Theft Auto. For a music video car that he happened to say that the guy told him he could borrow, but the guy
that was him.
Stole it. Yeah,
I heard about it. I didn't know that was Pop Smoke. I heard about it.
Damn, I did not know that was Pop.
So it's like you got to take that into consideration with his passing.
Yeah,
that he did piss a lot of people. So if that came to light, other things did not come to light that he might have been doing. Again, he was young. He still liked to be in them streets. He still liked to be in the hood. You don't know what that man did. That might have just traveled to LA.
I think it's with. And I come from a little bit of a different I come from a private generation. Mm-hmm. Like I come from that era where the only time you really knew what was going on with your favorite artist was if you read a magazine.
Yeah.
It
was a story they told and had to get approved to be released.
You didn't have that direct line of contact to your artist. Mm-hmm. So now success is a different level of contact. When you're successful, people can reach out to you whenever they want to. They can find out information, and you just never know who's filming what. Like you just never know who's taking a picture of what and who's putting addresses out there. It's so hard to keep track of that because we have direct lines to people. So with this young man, I think is a tragedy for the culture because you really starting to see the evils that's coming out with crews. Like you got massive people around you, and it's people in your own circle, or it's people that they know that they're plotting with outside just to take you down. And I said, if you're taking care of these people,
I don't know.
From the get go, bro.
I was the first. I wasn't said it. I did not want to believe that it was his bro. Like I did not want to believe that wholeheartedly. Like me and Fred argued about this last night. I did not want to believe it, and then I just happened to see the footage of him on camera at the robbery.
Bro, just like I told you last night, just think about this, bro. At 4:30 a.m., they them kicked in the door. Really, they didn't even kick in the door. They walked in the back door. They walked around it says that they walked around to the back door, but no cameras were trained on it. So which means you knew.
Yeah.
I ain't had no cameras on that back door. You mean to tell me they walked in the crib, you in the crib as well. Somebody made a call for 911 from the house, and you gonna sit up here and tell me he the only person that get hit? Y'all walk out and y'all don't take.
But you gotta remember, it was a target. Like it was a target hit.
Exactly.
Yeah, but guess
what? So regardless of that, it was targeted.
Even if it's targeted to him, if you shooting.
You
don't care who you hitting because you don't know if he's gonna shoot back at you.
Nah, but you do if it's a target.
If it's a target, you know exactly who you about to hit.
No. I'm saying like you don't know who about to come out after you, so you gonna shoot everybody you see.
But if you
knew that,
the inside man.
Oh no, I know. I'm saying the inside guy. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like if it was a random act, everybody was getting hit. I'm saying the fact that this one person didn't get hit in a home invasion. Nah.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I'm with you.
I just didn't want to believe it, y'all. That's his bro. Like that's somebody close to you. He grew up with this nigga. Like.
But once again, that's that level of we never know the backstory. Like you don't know what that relationship was or whether there was a jealous side that came into it. Like you never know how success will turn. Different people.
You meet a lot of people that are just jealous that you never thought would get you like that. You got to catch on to the small signs.
I know, but it's like damn, like they grew up together. Like he was getting money the same way Pop Smoke was getting money. That's his right hand man.
Have you ever watched Power?
No, I don't watch that.
Well, I would say that's perfect example.
I said it. I don't watch it.
But you got to think about it.
We're not talking about it at all because I don't watch it.
You can't bring everybody up to every level.
Yeah.
So some of the people that you may have scrambled with just to get on, you may have to leave them where you scrambled with them at. And that's just the real of the situation because you never know what kind of danger they're gonna put you in. You really gotta have people around you that's looking out for you, beneficial. Like I mean, he should have had somebody around him that should have been able to point out the snake in the crew. Like, yo.
I get that. However, it's not y'all gotta take everybody into consideration. Just like the photographer. Like
those are my two suspects though.
The photographer took the picture of the address.
The photographer got the address. Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Like the photographer took a picture of the address.
It's not the photographer's job to blur out an address. He gives you the picture. You blur that out.
No, if he's the photographer, that means he's editing and doing all that.
No, I understand that, but you can look at this picture and go, bro, your address in it. It's not the photographer's responsibility to blur that out. You wanted a picture.
But you gotta
you asked him for a picture. He gave you a picture. That's what he gave you.
But you got to think about it. With these personal photographers, you're my personal photographer. So anything that's wrong in that picture, you're responsible for it, not me. Yes, I look over the pictures, but that's your responsibility to tell me, hey, your address in the background. Or you look you gonna tell me if I look crazy in this picture. Yeah,
that's it. If you don't look crazy and you see that address back there, you can blur that out.
Yeah, you're supposed to okay it.
Man, my biggest issue with the picture, I had a couple of issues with the picture. When they started to say that when he posted the gifts, that's what got him caught. You can't see anything on that.
Right.
Even if you paused it, because trust me, I done did it plenty of times. You couldn't pause. You couldn't find anything on that. But man, that, and then on to counter that, bro, like the picture Pop Smoke is cut out. The address and his buddy are the only folks in the frame.
Yeah.
I feel like you want some
hey man
speculation.
You talking about the picture outside the house?
Yeah.
No. You can see the last three numbers. But that 2, you gotta look
for the fact that you knew it was a 2.
But that's the thing, you know it's a 2 because
right, you can see it.
What? You can see it.
Like, listen, you can see like the back, like how a 2 is shaped. You can see the top corner right there, and then you can see something coming under.
You
don't have to see the whole number. You can go, that's a 2.
So, but that's once again, it's like you really looking for that though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which means I gotta lay it out there for you.
No,
I gotta put that out there for you to know that.
I understand that, but that's more of a, bro, you can't tell that's a 2, but somebody else can see that's a 2. Like you saving your own ass on the statement of, brother, you can't tell. But you put it there, you know somebody can figure that out.
Yeah.
Man, that shit is crazy. But we're gonna take this quick little break. When we come back, we're gonna stay on the topic of friendships, situationships, and we'll be right back on IBNXradio.com.
Yeah.
Everybody.
All of these dreams that you done made true, all of these things that you done gave to, call on me, I'll carry you. There ain't no thing I wouldn't do. Lion, tigers, bears, and all of these things, they could never come between you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Yo. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You, baby. Yeah. You. I'm proud of you. Yeah. I'm proud of you. 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 You, baby. Yeah. Couldn't believe it when you told them you was leaving, yeah. When you put them Cinderellas on your feet, yeah. When you shining, kinda hard to be discreet, yeah. I'm gonna put you on vacation, get some leisure. I'm gonna do whatever it take, baby, to please you, yeah. I mean, through the darkness and through the bleak, you done held my heart each and every beat and checked on me when I ain't wanna eat and held me tight when the game on tweak, yeah. Hard times, so you make it look easy, easy, yeah, yeah. Heartache, do you make it look easy, easy? I'm proud of you, yeah. I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you. Yeah, yeah. We having designer sex, crawling on top of me. Well, I keep on top of everything, bitch. Help you get your body fixed, conspiracy, yeah. Drip from my head to my socket, I'm whipping a new machine. I got the Percocets, I got the whopping, I got me a cool nurse thing. She went to whipping it, had to tell her little baby, I'm proud of you. Flood your bank account with all the salary, and it's baking this lettuce and radish too. I'ma keep it clean in case I see you. She say, tell me how you flexing, but you never rah. I got all your friends, I just really cool. And I can tell you all time. Wake up, baby, wake up, don't sleep on me. If you know my cake up, I got cadence and real nice tea. I want you. I get ferocious, cause you know I'm proud of you. Yeah. Hey, proud of you. Proud of you, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you. Hey, proud of you, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you. You, yeah, yeah. Say, you, I'm proud of you. Hey, She put the Energizer batteries in my back, got the lithium bulb, and stay on my feet just like Harriet Tubman. Take me to freedom like Harriet Tubman. Pray for me even though I don't deserve it. Get off your knees and bend over and bust it. We don't fight to get the post in our business. Teaching each other to have a discussion. Wow, I'm so fucking proud. Keep taking back shots like that. Fuck around, get your ass a child. Yo, aura keep changing colors on me. Fireworks, shit fucking wild. I can see it all, I believe first. No bandwagon, no t-shirt. Girl, you're glowing like a fucking meteor. Did you bring a friend? I ain't see her. Ton of vision, only spot to keep first. Proud of you, I study you, I do the research. Proud of you. Proud of you, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you. Yo. Proud of you, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you. You, baby. Yeah.
Hey.
You.
Hey.
Okay. Hey, they proud of you. Hey, man.
I ain't never heard of them. Who
you
that?
never? Oh, that's Earth Gang.
I don't know
Dreamville.
who that is.
J. Cole? No. Oh, man.
They say it's a group of two Andre 3000s.
What?
That's how they're being described.
Don't disrespect Andre.
Hey,
whoa.
There's no disrespect.
I was like, no, they're good. They're good. I think you were just dancing to it.
Come on now. I mean, I like the beat, but you know, Andre 3000 is way more than a beat.
He is. He is.
But if you see them,
yeah.
What is it?
If you see them,
they look like hip or something.
Their outfits are wool caps and shirtlessness.
But you know that only started.
Earth Gang. It's two of them.
Oh yeah, this that's the Dreamville artist,
yeah,
right?
That only started. He only started wearing
they
stuff
like
that
the new age.
Erykah Badu,
Outkast, but they both Andre 3000.
See, told you.
Yeah, that's what it is. No, like they supposed to be like the new Outkast, but
it's just
nobody's
Andres.
Big Boy
at all.
Yeah, like nobody's gonna rock a jersey out of that too at all.
Yeah,
like,
not
they
at all.
Both show up.
So they both just Andre. Okay.
Both show up with Andre stuff.
They wear capris with suspenders, no shirts.
I would like to know when that changed
Jesus
for
Christ.
Andre, because like I'm a fan of Outkast from Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music, so I remember Andre when Andre had on Braves jerseys, and Kango hats, and then all of a sudden in the Rosa Parks video, he had on like some football pads.
Don't take him back.
Yeah,
don't take him back.
Like it was crazy. And
Erykah
then,
Badu.
he just kept it moving from that point on, and then. But she might be right though, because she did the same thing with Common.
Thank you.
No, Badu was known for that.
Thank you.
She explained it though. Somebody said, "What are you doing to these men that's changing them like this?" And she said, "I listened to them." And everybody was like, "Oh, that's profound." I was like, "Man, she doing some hoodoo."
Man,
but
I never.
ain't nothing wrong with it.
You saw her incense sold out in 19 minutes.
You saw the dude eating the incense?
Oh, hold on now.
There was a dude like just sniffing it. He was just.
Hey, no, we're gonna have
and he just started biting on it.
We're gonna have to put him on with your ass.
I was like, he started biting on it. He was like, "Oh, that is the best I've ever tasted."
You know
it was like,
but you know what though,
brother,
I think that was just two conscious rappers who was able to like really explore that whole
hit the next level
side because like Jay Electronica is still Jay Electronica, and DOC is still DOC. So I don't know, but that switch was weird. Like Common really went from like
Chicago
rappers to like beanies and like koofies. It was crazy, but you know, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Hey man, and speaking of competing, man, we got a big fight coming up this weekend, man. We got Deontay Wilder, we got Tyson Fury Part 2.
Yeah,
keep it or leave it. Are they somebody gonna get laid out in the ring? You gonna keep it in the ring, or is it making it 12 rounds?
I think somebody gonna get knocked out.
Somebody gotta get.
I don't watch fights. I don't really watch boxing like that. But from what I know about Deontay Wilder, like he's a very angry dude, and I feel like he's not. I feel like he doesn't want anything to last 12 rounds.
Bro, like I seen a whole story about him, man. He sat up there and said that he was walking out in the river and he fell so far down that a whale brought him back up. His dad was like, "What that damn whale saved you?" in Alabama.
What type of shit is that?
Bro, but I mean, he's that wild, bro. But like, I love him. I love what he brings to the sport of boxing. You know?
So for somebody that that don't watch boxing like that, who would you compare him to? What other boxer would you compare him to?
You would have to say he would be more like a Lennox Lewis.
Okay.
Because he's tall, his length is crazy, he's powerful, and when Lennox was young, he was real quick. Mm-hmm. So that's really the comparison. But Deontay is he's just a different animal. Like he don't see boxing the way everybody else see it. Everybody else see it from a technical standpoint, where you gotta, jab. There's a certain way game plan. He just see it as though if you leave your spot open enough times for me to catch you, I'm gonna catch you, and when I hit you, it's
a wrap.
It's over.
A wrap.
Y'all seen him beat up the internet troll?
Yeah.
It was an old video. A dude was talking crap to him when he said something about his daughter.
Yeah, he put him in the gloves.
He said, just show up here, wear your gloves, we gonna fight for real. He said, none of my boys going, he's like, I'm a boxer, I don't need them.
Right.
Come here.
Right.
He beat this dude to the point that he was on the ground balled up, and he said, get up, get your ass up. And dude got up and he bucked, and dude just fell to the ground again. He said, exactly. They took 3 of his trainers to come grab him like, bro, he's done. Like, you scared him into standing up for a fight he didn't want to stand up for.
Yeah.
He's done for it.
I mean, he's definitely in it. I mean, you talking about a cat that's like 6'7".
Yeah.
And he
put him in the paint.
Yeah, like
6'7" boxing.
He's 6'7" and he's solid.
He didn't want to play basketball.
I mean,
he probably did, but look at that attitude. He probably didn't have the attitude for it.
That's a lot of aggression. That's a lot of aggression you put out on the court. So yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be a good fight though. I think, Tyson Fury it definitely showed the first time that he can match up with him, but I think that Tyson was a little bit more pissed that the fight even went that long. So I don't think it's gonna be a long fight this time. I think the undercard fights might be
some animosity built up.
They both probably going for a knockout just to prove a point.
Just to prove.
Yeah.
I got you.
Absolutely.
So what y'all? So y'all saying that's what y'all keeping it at? They're gonna go out for the knock. They're gonna go out.
I don't think it goes to the cards.
I don't know much about boxing, but last time I was gambling on sports matches, I won the whole pot against people that watch the sport religiously. Right. I'm gonna say it's not gonna make it to the 5th round.
Okay.
I'm saying at the longest 5th round.
You want a bloodbath?
That's what I say. Yeah.
That's not a bad call. That's not a bad
one. It's realistic. It's very realistic.
That's very realistic. That's very realistic.
I think that the media got a hold of this fight, and it's going to a draw. They're gonna have a part 3. This fight is mainstream.
Oh, so you think they're gonna hold it out and mess with the points as much as they can?
But when you think just because it's hit the media so much that it might not get to that point?
No.
Nah. I mean, it's got to go 3 regardless because the first one was a tie, right?
Yeah.
So it's got to go 3 anyway. So
when I build it out to make the best,
yeah. I mean,
it only works if somebody doesn't physically knock the hell out of somebody.
Bro,
because at that point you can't fake it. They're on the ground. You can't fake it.
Yeah,
so
that's a fact.
The media can try to stretch it out, but if one of them even accidentally hits them in that jaw button, ain't nothing they can do. They can't draw that. They can't. 14, 15, brother. We can't drag this out. 15 and a half. Please stand. Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, the super long count.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, because honestly, the way I look at it, this is like when it comes to boxing right now. I mean, outside of Canelo. Outside of that weight class, bro, this is heavyweight boxing. This is Mike Tyson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like this is Ali. This is that class.
Cassius Clay.
You mean to tell me in the first fight, Wilder really got beat? He got beat. He just knocked Tyson Fury down twice.
Yeah.
So honestly, I feel like this fight they're gonna reverse roles. I feel like Deontay Wilder's gonna prove that he's a boxer and he can fight for 12 rounds.
Yeah.
And I think Tyson Fury is gonna go for the knockout in 5, which is why it's gonna last for 12 rounds.
Because one's looking for a knockout, one's just trying to stay on his feet.
You're switching game plan.
See, and I think that's the thing too about boxing. Like that's why I think like Floyd was one of those guys you really gotta respect because
Floyd just didn't want to get hit.
Yeah, his tactic never changed. Like he could fight you 3 times, he gonna fight you the same way 3 times.
And he's gonna beat you the same way.
That's what infuriated people.
You know what I'm saying?
Because everybody's looking for that. They want to brawl. Like, come on, you ain't bad. Come hit me.
Right.
You forgot the point of this game is to not get touched.
If he switches, I think if he go for the knockout though, I think it's gonna be problematic if Tyson Fury go for the knockout. Just because the way he gonna be swinging, they're both tall and they both can dip each other's punches. So you might leave yourself too open. I think if he don't stick to a solid game plan, Deontay will find that one opening a couple of times, and he's going to take advantage of it.
I say, that's real.
Yeah, I think.
If you got a one-track mind going into a fight, you only look for one thing. You ain't really worried about yourself.
Absolutely. I don't think Deontay comes out boxing this time. I really don't. I don't think it's a technical thing to him. I think it's really like, yo, if you drop your guard one too many times, I'm going to time it. And I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna get you.
Gotcha.
Hey man, for that topic right there, shout out to J Prince Boxing, Ron Collins, and TGT, the Golden Team. Shout out to my boy Pretty Boy Rome, man.
I don't know who those people are.
Hey man,
they're important. They just got shouted out.
Okay. I don't know who those people are, but okay.
DJ the Messiah, bro. Keep it up, man.
But speaking of clashing, so we want to get into this next segment of Air It Out, where we go on Twitter and we just look up different tweets that shout it out to us, really.
Thanks.
So with our topic of being situationships and friendships, one of the tweeters. Is that what
you
call
really
them?
are holding up to that auntie name. This is the second time you done showed your age.
Hey.
You doing that just shows you an uncle, so I don't know. I don't know what point you was trying to prove.
Well, whatever they're called,
Oh man.
tweeters. Why do girls' friendships never last?
Because women ain't mature as men when it comes to friendships.
Trying to get a shot at.
Because women don't
You trying to
trust
get
women.
the station shot at.
That's why.
He talking about
Women don't trust women.
No, when it
Women
come-
don't trust women.
That's the answer. Women don't.
That's a fact. That's not even. That's a fact.
And y'all
Yeah, 'cause
say it
at
openly.
the end of the day, you still a bitch. At the end of the day,
Think about how many
day,
times you've hung out with
still
your
a bitch.
man and you've seen him hang out with his friends, and you think to the back, you're like, me and my friends can't do this.
Of course,
Yeah.
Like,
of
all the
course.
time.
Like y'all are able to fight each other and then go back and be friends.
Because
and
it's not a
like
true
nothing
fight.
happened.
It's not a fight. Yeah.
Right.
It's not a fight. Like we just fooling around. Like y'all put hands on each other, it go the wrong way. It can get real super
Exactly.
fast.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
It's not like that.
Exactly.
So I think I don't know. Y'all just don't trust each other. That's something.
I
that y'all
want to go
gotta
back to
figure out.
what you said
What?
about us being not mature.
Y'all
How-
learn as
how-
mature.
Told you.
Because women can't tell other women anything without you, like the person receiving it, thinking there's an undertone behind it.
But y'all do the same thing, so I'm confused.
No. If I look at Fred and say, you look trash today, Fred's gonna be like, it's either gonna be,
He definitely
I don't
gonna
care.
look at his fit first.
It's either gonna be like, I don't care what you say. Like if he knows he looks good, like I don't care what you say because I know it look good, or it's gonna be,
Well, that's
I'm trying something out new. What's the issue? Women hear that like, what you mean? What you mean? I look trash today? Like you can't take it as either you're messing with me and I know I look good, or tell me what the advice is. You're just gonna be mad because you got called trash.
First of all, it's all about the delivery.
It don't
It's
matter what
all
the
about
delivery is with men.
It is the delivery. Now that's now I could talk to my best friend and be like, yo, bro, you look crazy today. And she gonna take it as bitch, I look good, or she gonna be like, all right, what I need to change.
No.
It's
That's
a
what she tells you.
It's a confidence.
That's what she tells you.
it's a
She's gonna be thinking about
confidence-
that for the rest of the day.
But it's a confidence
Nah,
thing,
but
though.
she gonna be in her
No,
head.
she
the rest
not.
of the
It's gonna play.
No, she not.
Every
no,
time
she
she
not.
walk,
It's a confidence.
yeah.
How many
thing.
times
It's
has a man
confidence
said
thing.
that my homeboy better not try to outshine me at my birthday party? How many times has a man said that? Never. Women say that all the time. Who she thinks she is wearing that to my birthday?
Then those are not
Put
they real
your
friends.
chest away.
Then those are not they
Exactly.
real friends.
But these are the ones y'all are still choosing to be around.
Listen.
Yeah.
It's one thing about friendship.
Go on, nephew.
That's what I'm saying.
Go on, nephew.
Don't hype him up.
Go on, nephew.
Auntie, what's your longest friend?
It's a lot.
My longest friend?
Yeah.
High school.
Yeah,
your longest friend?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I lied. My friend Brianna Painter, been friends since 3 years old.
What up, Bray?
And how many other friends do you have like that?
It's only need one.
Exactly. All my friends are over a decade. All my friends.
Mine too. Yeah, mine too.
What's up?
They over a decade. but also the difference is though.
We almost at a decade, my friends from high school, we almost there.
But also the difference is like there's certain rules and guidelines that guys have that are just codes that we just don't step over, and females just y'all have codes that y'all set up and just keep.
Y'all ignore your own codes.
Y'all don't hear them. Like y'all just really don't care.
Y'all say rules are meant to be broken.
I don't like the y'all word because I'm a different type of chick. Let's get that clear.
It's a lot of competitive.
Every woman says that though.
I'm a different type of chick, and I have him to thank for that. Okay, I'm a different type of chick. Period.
But you know that you say you're a different woman, but you're saying that's your brother's. That's because your brother, right?
Yes, of course. Because
i.e., you're getting a man's tendencies, so that's making you different from other women.
Even with my mother, my mother raised me very, very well.
Yeah.
Very well. To thank my mother too, because I'm a different type of chick. I'm not about to. You can tell me I look crazy all day. If I think I look good, I look good. And I'm not about to think about what you just said 2 seconds ago.
Yeah. She definitely come from a household where we tore her down. Before she went
they literally
it wasn't
with it.
Literally.
Like,
if I ain't have a comeback, it is what it is. Like
you really had to like get her because like we would tear her down before she even left the house. Like she would come to me like, "How does I?" I'd be like, "Yo, that look crazy. I look horrible. Like
that's real. That's real right there.
Like,
y'all need friends like that.
Like,
you need friends to tell you.
Even now,
take your ass back in the house.
Even now, I still go in his room and be like, "Yo, bro, how this look?" He'd be like, "You look crazy." I'd be like, "Fuck you."
Like it's still the same thing. Like I mean, and I think that's just how it got to be. I mean, like you said, our friends is the same way. We can take, like you said, I come out, my man be like, "Yo, that look crazy." I might instead of saying something, I might just say something back to him.
Yeah,
just
like
to
just to go back and forth with him. But I'm never gonna take it like on some crazy. Y'all gonna take it as like if a dude tell you look crazy, you gonna be like, all right, man, I got. I want to look better for him. But if a female tell you, you gonna take it like, oh, she hating.
Yeah.
If I don't know her, but if I don't know her, then yes, girl, who are you? This might be my style. You don't know me.
Even your friends, when they be like, you be like, she hating.
No. Even with my friends, they be like, Rich, you look crazy. Girl, forget you.
How many times you done say you can't wear it in your head though?
Never. I don't say that. That's weird.
What do you say? You may not say that exact phrase.
Girl, forget you. The other word. The other word.
So all in all, y'all want friends that's gonna say what you want to hear, and then you got friends that's gonna give you the real.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I heard.
Yeah, okay. Definitely. You have to differentiate.
I don't want friends that's gonna tell me what I want to hear. I don't want those friends.
I mean, that's
that don't want to hear what you want to hear.
I don't want
more stuff about the ladies.
Yeah, I don't want. As a man, I don't want friends to tell me what I want to hear. Like,
of course, why would you?
Tell me everything straight up. Don't tell me what I want to hear.
Why would you?
Yeah, but also as I think as African American men, we are a little bit prone to not speaking like that amongst our friends because there's a general thing like as long as everybody's good. We don't really got to get into no real conversation.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have like different relationships with the people inside your circle. Like, like you say decade plus, I'm a decade plus, if not even more. So with my friends, there's different sections in it where, you know what I mean? Like, you can go to this person and be like, yo, you can have this kind of conversation with them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So, but we're not always prone to be okay with just speaking like that amongst our friends like that. So it's, it's a little bit weird sometimes, but now it's okay.
Yeah.
Like now it's okay. Like and with so much going on, people dying so fast. Like you got to start telling the people that you love them. Like I know I started doing that more and more when I talk to my friends. Like before I get off the phone, like I gotta say it.
Oh, I used to do that in high school. My friends used to look at me funny. Now,
because
it's been 10 years, and now they look at me like
it do feel weird at first. It do feel weird because you come from that era. Like yo, that's not what we say.
That's not what we say. You just say, all right, bro. See you later.
But you got to, because then what happens if you don't see him tomorrow?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Anything can happen.
Give them their flowers now. Well, shit, man. We got to go pay a couple bills, man. So we'll be right back, man. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
No.
Set the tone when it's just me and you alone. Never lonely in the room, breathing slowly. Oh, you know me, yeah. Meditate, you can take me to a place where we can't be all alone. I let you hold me, 'cause you know me, yeah. Lay your head on my pillow, say, ooh. Touch is making me feel away, ooh. When I get around you, I lose it, 'cause I feel so comfortable with you. You make me comfortable with you. I feel so comfortable with you. You make me comfortable with you. You make me wanna go deep, intimate. Let you in me inside. You're deserving of my mind, yeah. Lay your head on my pillow, say, ooh, gotcha. Way I'm touching, no, it's okay with you. When I get around you, I lose it. 'Cause I feel so comfortable with you. You make me comfortable with you. I feel so comfortable with you. You make me comfortable with you. You make me, hey.
Hey, and we back. Hey, and we back. Yeah. And we back. Hey, but now since we back, I actually got something that I really want to talk about. The finesse of the year. I'm talking about the finesse of the year. It started 2020 off with that bullshit. Man, Quaden Bayless, the 9-year-old who got bullied. Do you hear? Bruh, man, it was supposed to raise only $10,000 for a trip to Disneyland and walked out with the bag.
First of all,
$350.
What do you need $10,000 to go to Disneyland for?
First of all,
it was for a comfortable trip.
How does Disneyland change bullying?
Thank you.
Thank you.
How does money change bullying?
Thank you. What are you giving this man money for? He's still.
Hey, that's the real question.
GoFundMe started from
that's the finesse right
there.
The
GoFundMe started from Brad Williams, comedian.
Yeah, Brad Williams.
Yeah. So I guess in his head he was like, this would make you feel better. You can say like, hey, I went here. It's not gonna stop the bullying. But from one dwarf to another, I feel like he had the best insight on what would make him feel better. And that's just real.
He got some personal insight.
Yeah, it's like Disneyland makes me feel better.
So you just gonna give him Disneyland? Yeah. But okay, so like I seen on Twitter, somebody said,
yeah.
What are you giving this man money for? He's still gonna be ugly.
Whoa, wait a minute. I don't think looks.
You can't.
But if he's getting bullied off of looks, if he's getting bullied off of looks, what you want to fix your face off of the money? Like, I'm confused.
Hey, I got a bag and fixed my teeth. I hope you hoes know it ain't cheap. Come on.
Hey,
right.
You can't scratch ugly off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You can't put lipstick on a pig and call it Beyonce, bro.
Period.
I mean,
period.
Don't bring up Beyonce.
Bro, this man mad ashy, bro. This man is 18 years old. This man is a whole actor and model.
He's a whole grown.
He didn't finesse the back, bro.
That's crazy.
That's the second time,
man.
Bro, that's the second time Australia done finessed America out the bag, bro.
Facts.
But you know, the crazy part is that like Australian actors were coming to his aid.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Like they were giving money. They were making videos.
Bro, it was
like,
random people giving.
So it's
money.
like my thing is, now that y'all got finessed, is anybody gonna say anything?
They're not gonna hire him. They don't have to say anything. They ain't gonna hire him.
So you gonna blackball him?
Yeah, definitely. Because why would you do that?
It's two
I think you make a movie out of the story.
That's what the Zora Moon Twitter story with the stripper sex
I
story,
think it's
all
a
that.
great. I think it's a great story
You hear about that?
of how we are as a country right now. Like we're so quick to see something, react without really doing the research.
Well, react to the Flint, Michigan, then, and give them some money because they still don't got no clean water.
Bro, we done sent over $100,000 to Australia twice, bro.
React to
That's
that.
2 times we didn't.
Y'all gonna stop saying we.
React to that.
You American?
You American.
Somebody.
We ain't come out our pockets.
Okay, because we know better.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, I think
There don't be black folks giving
that's
them
kind of
money.
like, if you don't live there, you really don't. And it's not really being shown on TV like that every day. Like this kid's video went viral. Like everybody saw it within a matter of days.
Bro, Flint's water went viral.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
Little Flint, Michigan be
like,
tweeting all the
that's
time.
a government thing. So for us, we know it's nothing we can really do. We can raise hell all we want to, but until the government does the proper work behind it.
Is Australia's fire not government?
Like no, but like this little kid, we know we can affect him directly.
With money? What are you affecting?
The only person
because you can send him money directly.
The only
like,
person
you
who
can't
did
send
something
Flint
logical.
money directly and be like, fix this problem.
Bro, the only person who did something logical was the guy in Singapore who said, "I'll bring you to my school of martial arts."
See that? I can say.
That's the only thing that was the only thing that's logical to counter.
Let me help you fight. Let me learn.
You
let me
get
learn
bullied,
how to
I
fight.
can help you beat
me
him up.
personally, my mind, I think that was petty.
What?
I laugh at that when I say
Let
that.
me teach you how to fight.
Because clearly you don't know.
Fight. Like,
Clearly you don't know.
Nah, that's
you
real.
let some
Hey,
people
I'ma teach you
punch
karate.
on you.
Yeah,
Obviously,
you
you don't know how to
getting
hit them
bullied. I'ma
back.
teach you
So let me teach you.
How he gonna get over there?
What you mean? He gonna
was
fly him
like,
out? He was gonna fly him out.
You gonna fly him
He was
out?
gonna fly him out.
I was like, think about this. Like, anytime you came home and said, "Mama, so and so hit me," did
You better hit him back.
Did you hit him
Yeah,
back?
like
Did
that's
you hit
first
him back?
thing.
But
Like,
did
I'm
you
getting
not
bullied.
understand?
Well, what you do
What
about
you
it?
getting bullied?
I cried
That's
to
that
you.
black
But we gotta
people
speak
stuff
on the
mixed with
mom
white
too,
people
because she
stuff.
okay. The mom okay. The mom
mom
was the
recorded
video.
it.
The
Like,
mom recorded from a whole. That's
So
where
my
the
thing
story
is,
comes
was
into
it a family
play.
scam?
Like-
That's what I'm saying. That's where the story comes into play because it's like you watched your son get hit on and then made a video after the fact. My mom punching on him, kids or not. Period.
I got kicked out of my first high school because me and my mom was about to jump the bus driver.
Yeah.
that's a bit much.
What?
And on that,
Was
we
he,
got.
was he missing your stop repeatedly?
Nah, she was talking out the side of her neck.
Yeah.
Boy.
You know, mommy would have did the same thing. Let her see one of us getting hit on when she running up.
Nah,
Period.
she was talking
Ain't
crazy,
nothing.
man.
No cap. Tracy definitely pulling up on the spot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Carol know what it is. Carol know what it is.
I went to school the next day. It had the principal, the assistant principal, 2 security guards, and a cop in the office. They were like, so we heard there was an incident on the bus yesterday. I said, oh, what'd you hear?
Yeah.
They pulled out, you know in the movies when you chained up to the interrogation,
right.
they slide the folder over to you. There's a bunch of pictures. That's what they did to him. They said, what do you know about this? And they had like a bunch of pictures. I was like, oh yeah, she was talking to my mom.
I mean, but that's the rule though. If mama go in, like you gotta follow.
I gotta go
Thank
in.
you. Gotta follow
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
It's only right. It's only right.
We both just gonna be in the holding cell together.
Period.
That's just how it's
She gonna be cussing me out. I don't know why, but
3 years
you
later,
did it.
my mom got arrested. Apparently, there was a warrant out for her arrest.
Oh.
And because we had moved counties, they just couldn't find my mom.
Oh my God, your mom's.
Your mom a real one, bro. She a real one.
They hit her up and they said, we've been looking for you for 3 years. She said, why ain't nobody tell me? Because I came to you.
Mine's solid. Hey, but Quaden Bayless, and for anybody who donated with your ashy ass, man, do better.
You wild.
Take care of home, bro. We got a lot going on here first.
I'm still laughing. Y'all saw that and gave up money.
Thank you. And you know what's crazy? Lil Duval had said something about that. Like, I did see it and get a little sad, but I'm happy I ain't giving no money. Thank you.
Because I mean, money don't change bullying.
What are you changing? Like, what are you giving?
Like, when he gonna go to school? He gonna go to school and pay all the bullies off with the money.
But guess what? You get paid to be bullied. You go to school, they just gonna jump you because they now know you have money.
Exactly. Now they're gonna take your money. Now you broke again. So what was the money doing in the first place?
Bullied and broke.
Bullied and broke. Like, you bullied and broke now. What? I can't. With your ashy ass. Y'all all ashy. Y'all all ashy.
I am ashy, actually.
Oh my God. I think you need to get that together.
Hey, GoFundMe coming soon.
I know, right?
I need the lotion.
All you gotta have is an issue.
All I need is $500,000 for my ashy legs. Help me out.
My ankles
start a new lotion brand. That's what's gonna be.
Yeah.
You need the seed money.
And we don't want that equate.
Yeah. None of that. None of that.
We don't want that cocoa butter water.
None of that.
Oh man,
that's the new age hustle. That's the new age finesse, man. But I mean, that's what it is, though. That's the new age finesse. You tug on the heartstrings of America. We send you the money. You walk away clean and free.
Yeah.
That's
We're
like,
the Howard University.
And you go back home.
Is there any repercussion for that? Like, can he go to jail or something?
I mean, the paper trail is done.
No.
Like, it's
no.
done.
You can't go to jail because with a GoFundMe, it's willing money.
Yeah, you willingly.
You didn't offer them a reason for the money. Yeah. They just gave it to you.
They just put it together. Hey, throw that.
Yeah.
That is sad.
That's
that's
the new finesse.
If you say I need $5 and I'm stupid enough to give you 10, and you just go and do whatever with it, hell, you could rip it in half. Yeah. You didn't tell me what you needed that money for, and I didn't have to give it to you.
Yeah. You also didn't ask.
Like that couple, was it a couple years ago? They messed it up for the homeless people that was trying to get the bread.
Oh, yeah.
That could have been their new hustle. But once they did that, it was a wrap. Like they were fake homeless. Yeah.
I feel like there's more.
They're still doing
there's more scam GoFundMes than successful GoFundMes, and people still give up money.
They still,
absolutely.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's like artists and people just asking for money for their birthday. Like,
word to JT, City Girls.
Because what am I giving you money for? You got more money than I could even think about at this moment.
They did it.
Not necessarily true though.
They did it.
They did though. They did.
She said, "It's my birthday. Y'all send me money to my Cash App." And she said, "Send me $2 to my Cash App." And other people,
she more money than I can even think about right now. She said, asking me
here's the thing. She said, "Give me $2. Send me $2 to my Cash App."
Yeah.
And she showed a screenshot: $2, $5, $10. Somebody said 50.
Like,
somebody said 50. It don't matter what she's doing.
That's $1 to her.
She said, "Give me 2." Somebody gave her 50.
She knew if everybody threw them $2 in.
She gets something stupid. Give me money, and somebody went above it and gave them 25 times more than what she asked for.
Yeah, man.
That is ridiculous. I just can't. Y'all do better. Stop being ashy. Jesus.
Oh, man. And speaking of doing better, man, we get into that segment of Hall of Fame right now. And, man, Hall of Fame, of course, we want to dedicate this to the EPP family out there, man, at Alcorn State, man. Real tragedy happened, man. We had 2 students taken away from us, man. 22-year-old James Carr, 19-year-old Tamir Fitzhugh. Man, the entire EPP family is hurting right now, man. This was a senseless act. Another young life taken. You know, guys who are really out there educating people positively. That's what EPP stands for, man. So EPP, welcome to the Hall of Fame, man. We got y'all in our hearts, man. Just stay strong out there, man. Stay strong, stay diligent. We know I know that what's going on right now is kind of blurred for you to just see clearly, man, but I got you in my prayers. We got you in our, man. Y'all hang in there.
Definitely. All right, for this next one, for I heard they hiring. We also want to give a spotlight to Taylor. Parentheses, she don't like her last name. But
that's hilarious.
Make sure y'all follow her on Instagram, the Lot Goddess. She's located in DC, Maryland. However, she will be in Atlanta next week, so make sure you follow her, get at her. And also for another thing, if you don't have a job or if you need one, Publix is always hiring.
Publix. You heard this? You know they hiring.
Always hiring.
You need to go see what's up.
Why are they always hiring though?
I don't know.
Because baggers don't want to.
That's the question you gotta ask.
Folks don't want to be baggers.
Like that's the question you gotta ask. Like, why is the turnover rate so high?
I don't know. I don't work there.
Yeah, I've never worked at Publix.
Like, is Publix the stepping stone to the next job?
I guess so.
It might be because the job starts at 15 years old. Right. So it's kind of like you can just leave. Like
you find something better.
If you hiring 15-year-olds, you really don't care about like who you hire.
They don't.
Responsibility isn't
they don't care.
They definitely don't care about working. Like
they definitely don't care. They just try to make a quick little buck and keep it pushing.
And you got to go to work, but it's this party. Work. Party.
But this party is about to be jumping. Like
I only got one ride to there or from there, so I'm gonna just use that ride to get there, not to work.
And they be like, oh well, we can find another one. Somebody gonna come. Somebody gonna follow up.
I seen that a lot. I see that a lot more. Like a lot of more teenagers are okay with like walking just away from jobs.
But that's the thing. Hold on, I just want to bring light to that. That it was a Twitter discussion. That why do we have to give a 2 weeks notice? When a job don't give you a 2 weeks notice when they fire you.
I saw that. Yeah. I saw that.
Because it's a mutual decision.
It is a mutual decision
not a mutual decision. It's a decision that you're making as an individual to leave this company on your own terms. Right, which is usually because you got a better situation, or you've done your job well, and you're leaving, you're going somewhere else to pursue your career, whatever the case may be. When they fire you, it's not.
But no. The argument isn't the respectable thing. It's the fact that I have to give you a 2 weeks notice before, so you can get your stuff together. But you can just fire me whenever. You don't care when my bills are.
Well, the 2 weeks notice is just to tell them like, listen, I'm leaving on this date because it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like they ain't got to do. They can wake up one day and fire you. This ain't no
manager's meeting.
You shouldn't have.
This ain't no. We are not in HR.
The argument isn't the idea of the respect behind the argument. Is just like you don't have to give me 2 weeks. So why should I have to give you 2 weeks?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, look here.
I'm done today.
Well, look here, man. What we finna do? We finna go get us some pens and some stamps so you can mail out these damn applications. We'll be right back, y'all. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
Alright, whatever. You're doing too much right now. Fuck that nigga.
Hey. Let's go back to the time when your nigga used to trip by the time we spent, girl, when we were just friends. It was all friendly on my end, even though I look forward to seeing you again. Like, when am I seeing you again? Hey, when are we speaking again? Yeah, you look good with that ink on your skin. Hood, but you far from the streets you was in. Oh yeah. No, he don't like it. Call me up, he don't like it. This was the perfect timing. Love you, I'm certain I can. Talking about you like a queen, making him mad. As if he never even better. Hey, you a bad bitch, you keep getting better. This ain't a side nigga anthem. I've been straight 40 going backwards.
Relax, no, just chill. I love you. I'm with you. I ain't with this nigga. You don't think that's Freddie's my brother. This is my brother. Brother, that's your blood. Can I say mom and daddy? Fuck that. That's what it is. I'm fucking my brother. That's my brother. No, if y'all gotta say mom and daddy, y'all can fuck.
Hey, you was on the verge of losing. You was acting like you ain't want shit to do with her. I cut out the bullshit and kept it true with her. That's why the sexual tension is high when I'm in rooms with her. She really the shit, I don't be juicing her. I'm the shit too, that's why I'm so in tune with her. I feel like I'm sewn on you. I feel like you grew on me. Have I grown on you? Done frontin' like I don't want you. Keep treating me like I don't know you. Back and forth between me and all your niggas. It busy tonight, that figures. Tonight just stand at his city. And still I answer your call when he doesn't answer at all. But I want that too, that's all. I need the same in return, that's all. That's all I want, all I want, all I want. That's all I want, all I want, all I want. Just another time.
All right.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Okay, all right.
I got too many hoes, but they ain't you. You like to put that shit in your nose, but I still love you. Be doing shit that nobody knows. In the streets they be thinking you're a lady, but at home you a motherfucking porn star. If you ain't nasty, don't at me. I've been working all day. I like to run the streets till it's dark out and then come home, blow your back out. I hope that's okay. I can't leave you alone. No, not for no 24 hours. Lately I've been thinking about us, about you as real as they come. But you would rather be on them drugs. And I would rather hang with my thugs. Fuck when you been draining me out. You know that. You blow that well. Where that throw that. You better kiss it before I go.
Man, that boy Brent be on it, bro.
I still ain't listen to none of his stuff.
What?
Like, because it started off last year where everybody just kept posting a picture. Like, if you know, you know. And I was like, is anybody gonna just say who he is so I can know? Like,
Brent Faiyaz.
And now this year comes like, oh, he got three projects out. He's amazing. I'm like,
he's amazing.
How y'all go from not telling nobody who he is to bragging about
Faiyaz.
This year comes like, oh, he got
Who's that?
Brent Faiyaz. I've been telling you about him for like 3 years now.
It ain't been that long.
It's been very long. I've been telling you, this is one of my favorite artists. Like, I don't understand.
How long is the Gold Link
Everybody,
song
if you know me, you know I love
I ain't gonna lie, it take
me
me a while to catch up to the new artists.
I don't
They
go
be-
enough
The Gold Link joint.
Yeah, like, they be have a lot of projects out, but I don't be catching them. Like
Yeah,
I really don't. Like until she'll come home and get in the car and play something, and I'll be like, oh, okay, that's that. Who's that? And she'll let me know. But outside of that, that's how I found out about Moneybagg Yo.
What's the respect thing on asking somebody about a song? Because some people legit like don't want to ask. Like, what's the issue with that?
It's just because of a whole. Okay, so I'm the same way with my best friend. Like he'll have this song playing, and I don't want to ask him because he'll hold it over my head. Like, yeah, I turned you on to that shit, and it's like, nah, nigga.
I feel like
I should have figured it out on my own.
But I feel like that's just a
Shazam,
weird.
man.
Yeah, that's a weird thing though.
Exactly.
That it was like, oh, I put you on. Like, why are you getting turned on by
Like,
that? Like, why
damn,
does that
like,
arouse you so
calm the
much?
fuck- calm
Everybody
down.
wants to be the first person to say
Everybody
that.
wants to be the first.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like,
oh,
calm
yeah,
down.
Put somebody on, you know. It's that
Well,
whole
that's the
thing.
thing. I put my homies on a lot of things, food, you know, people, businesses, all that, and not once have I ever been like, oh yeah, like if I talk about Fred, if I talk about this, and I see somebody like, oh, I'm listening to the Young and Grown show, I'm be like, I did that. But I'm not gonna hit them up and be like, yeah, how Uncle Fred treating you. Like, I'm not
But
gonna
see,
be like
and that's the thing. That's what my best friend does. He's quick to say that. Like I might be listening to it, and he'll hear and be like, "Yeah, I turned you on to that shit." And it's like, all right, calm.
Yeah, like
Relax.
I relax. Like, all right, damn, I know.
Yeah.
I hate it here.
it's a weird generation of wanting that recognition for simple things.
It's that instant gratification.
Yeah.
That's what it is, that instant gratification.
Definitely. But since we're talking about friendships,
Okay.
we're gonna get into this whole the actual
Solo
topic
dolo
of
all my
friendship.
life, no friends.
Oh wow.
Gang
That's-
life.
oh,
By myself.
Okay.
Cool. That's pretty.
All day?
Blood is
right.
thicker than water. You feel me?
Yeah.
My blood.
Your blood.
All right. He told
Right,
y'all.
got you.
Let us know.
Aggressive low.
I say, do y'all know the full saying about blood is thicker than water? Because it doesn't mean it means literally the exact opposite of what like people use it for.
What does it mean?
Everybody says blood is thicker than water, meaning family comes first before anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The full statement, the full line is, blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. It literally means your friends that you choose are better than your family because you didn't choose your family.
And
It got
you
shown
know
to
what?
support. People don't use that.
That's so crazy because I was just having a conversation like that actually with our mom. Like, I was just having that conversation how sometimes friends are more family than your family.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that you don't love your family or you don't, like your family. None of that. It's just that these are the people that you choose to kind of like share your life with on a daily, regular basis. So it's just it's weird though, because it's like your friends do become, if they hang around you long enough, they do become your family. And it's like your family almost becomes like your extended family versus your
friends. But it depends on how close you are already with them. Because at this point, my mom, like most of my friends, my mom have their numbers.
Right. Yeah.
Like if she can't find me, she can literally hit them up like, "Hey, is he with you?"
Yeah.
Just because like I said, over a decade, all my friends, so she know them.
Right.
She know where they live. She can pull up to their house. She can, that's how it is.
No, that's legit. Like all my friends call my mom like. They call her mom and in her name. Like it's never just
Mom
people still don't know my mom's name.
Yeah,
just because it's a complex name, and me and my mom don't have the same last name. So there's plenty of people that come up like, "Hey, Miss Johnson." She's like, "No, that ain't me."
That's crazy.
Like I ain't been Johnson since 2000. Like,
So I mean, in this situation, man, what's a like-minded friend? So like, what's a friend to you? Like, describe the ideal friend or a friend that you currently have.
You want to take this one first?
I mean, for me, like I come from that era of loyalty, so it was it's guys that just initially showed you that like, yo, I got your back. There's always something that that links people together. Like my core friends, I call it the Mount Rushmore, because it's 4 of us. But like, of course, the circle has grown over the years, but the original 4 of us, like, there was a common bond of all of us being big brothers to siblings, and all of us having younger sisters, all of us coming from single parents. So that bond right there, that was a common thread that we had amongst each other, and it was kind of easy to fit into that vibe. And then once you really start knowing them, and you start seeing more and more stuff that you got in common, and it just becomes a natural thing. And now, you look up 15, 20 years later, and you like, yo, I'm still rocking with this dude the same way. Like, I'm staying right now. I'm a guest in my brother's house. You know what I mean? Right now. Like, and we can go years without seeing each other, but when I see him, like, it's the same energy.
Yeah. Like I saw you yesterday.
That's been my boy Desmond. On paper, like our whole friendship as a whole is hilarious because it's not the typical friendship. To this day, there's no picture in existence of me and him ever being together.
Man,
we've known each other since I was 7th grade. He was 9th grade. But
that's crazy.
There's a picture, no picture in existence to this day of me and him standing side by side. And I'm about to be the best man at his wedding. And he didn't even ask me to be the best man at his wedding.
Do you like taking pictures, though?
I don't like taking pictures. He doesn't like taking pictures.
Because I'm the same way. I don't really like taking pictures.
But that's the thing. Other people, like I have pictures with all my other friends. Because they would want to take pictures. Me and him never have the urge to take a picture. And when we hang out, nobody has the urge to take pictures of us together because they know we're friends.
So it's not like documented.
In their head, they assume, oh, these two are always together. Things like this exist. His wedding will be the first time that me and him will have a picture together, and that's only because it's a wedding. There will be a photographer. I'm the best man. I'm forced to stand beside him. And I said at this point, I kind of don't want to stand beside him. Just to keep this going. Before it was an accidental thing, but at this point I want to make it a conscious effort
to
go an entire friendship.
No documentation on this friendship.
I graduated high school. He wasn't at my graduation. He graduated high school. I wasn't at his graduation. I joined the Army. He wasn't at my basic graduation. He wasn't at my AIT graduation. He didn't see me go off to my 3 deployments. He wasn't there for those. He has 2 college degrees. I wasn't there for that. When he proposed, I wasn't there for that. There is every moment where you would have a picture with your best friend. We have naturally things that have come up to where we couldn't be there.
Is that your best friend for real?
Yeah. No, it's family.
I'm listening to that and I'm like, man, that's damn. I'm thinking like all these moments and I'm like, damn. Like,
I mean, because there's cameras around. Like, who doesn't?
That's what I'm saying.
Who doesn't even take like an off-brand picture?
That's what I mean by that's why it's hilarious that we have no picture because even natural moment. Because when he graduated high school. My sister graduated high school early, but she was living in Louisiana. So I couldn't go to his graduation because I had to go to my sister. So I went to Louisiana. So that's how I missed his. But when I graduated, he pulled up. Then the venue was packed, so he couldn't get in. So he left. Then when I graduated basic training, it was in South Carolina. He was in college graduating. I think he was graduating from college around the same time I was graduating from basic. So he had to go to his graduation. I was in basic, so I couldn't go to his.
Right.
Then when I graduated AIT, I was in Arizona. He was in his master's program. So he couldn't leave school to come to it. When he proposed, I was overseas.
Yeah, I think y'all just don't. It for y'all. I don't think it has to be documented. I mean,
and as I said, but it's just a funny thing that his wedding day will be the first time we have a picture in existence together.
Right.
I think you should duck out of that.
And that's what I'm saying. Because guess what? He didn't.
Both of y'all.
Like you said,
like that was you. Nah, that wasn't me.
He didn't invite me to be his best man.
Yeah.
I was overseas. I was in Afghanistan. My last deployment. I was in Afghanistan, and I was bragging about him to my homeboys, and I was like, man, let me see if I can find a picture of him on the internet because he doesn't take pictures. He doesn't like social media. So I typed in his name. I typed in his college, and he popped up. And then his fiance popped up, and there was a picture of them walking downtown taking a picture together. And I was like, "What kind of corny picture is this?" And I click on it, and it was like,
"Shit is this?"
Desmond and Heather's, wedding. Whatever. I was like, "What?
You getting married?"
So I click it, and it goes to a full website, and it's like, "Oh, the wedding's this, it's coming this month, it's coming soon." I'm like, "Yo, he finally proposed." I was like, "Sucks I wasn't there, but yo, he finally proposed." But then I look at it, and it's the wedding party, and it's like. The bridesmaids and the maid of honor, all of it's filled out. Pictures. Oh, this is how we met. This is how we know each other. This is my sister. This is his sister. All that's filled out.
Yeah.
His side, best man.
Yeah.
Dre.
That's it.
Groomsman. It was like his brother-in-law, his nephew, and like one of his homeboys. And I looked at it and I laughed. And they was like, "What's so funny?" I was like, "He didn't fill this out." And it was like, "How do you know he didn't fill it out?" I was like, "One. It has Dre Johnson." They was like, "Okay, that's your name." I was like, "My full name is DeAndre."
No way.
He knows my full name.
Right.
Yeah.
His fiance doesn't.
Yeah.
Everybody calls me Dre. It's like, she filled this out because she knows our names. Because none of the actual how we met, how we know each other, none of that was filled out. It was just the names. And I was like, the fact that he didn't even take time out of his day to put in my full name, he doesn't. I was like, this is your wedding. I hope you know this. This isn't for him. He doesn't care.
He don't care.
But I think that's the case with all weddings.
Yeah.
The groom never cares.
The groom never
cares. That's the thing. I hit him up and I was like, "Yo, so I'm the best man at your wedding?" He was like, "Yeah," and I was like,
hold on, wait a minute. He didn't tell you.
That's what I say. I found out from that website. I found out from the website.
I would have turned that down.
That's what I said. And
that's hearing it like this.
Here's his reasoning.
I'd have been like, "Am I your best man or am I her best man?"
But here's the thing. Here's the reasoning behind it. He said, "I didn't have to ask you. You already knew what it was." And I was like, "Facts." He didn't have another choice.
But you still gotta have that conversation though.
I feel like you still gotta have that.
Like, whether
that's a big.
I might not have to ask you, but like I still gotta sit down and be like, "Yo,
Hey, you know you're my best man, right?"
Like,
but that's the thing. I guess we've probably had the conversation before the wedding, but the official question was never asked. It was just like.
So y'all have talked about it before?
Yeah, obviously. Oh, okay. Because he's been attention like 6 years.
Okay.
But it was more so like, "Hey, I'm your best man." And he was like, "Okay."
You don't have another choice anyway.
It's never been a question who the best man was going to be.
Right.
Yeah.
And his family, his mother and father told me, he's like, "Dre, I want you to be you at this wedding." I was like, "What's that supposed to mean?" He's like, "I want you to show," because he's getting married to a white woman. So his family's like, "I want you to show them what they're getting into. They've never seen you."
Is he getting married to? Have you met her?
Yeah, I met her.
Is she a white woman?
No, she's white.
No,
no.
You know what he's asking.
You know what I'm asking.
You know what he's asking.
White? Is she a white?
Is she non-seasoned and white?
Guess what? My statement stands. I know what the question was. She's a white woman.
Okay. All right.
She has an art degree. She teaches. She's an art teacher.
Okay.
That's some white shit.
He had two packs of seasoned salt in his house one time, right? And I seen it, and I was like,
2 pack.
He had like the 2 bottles.
Oh,
okay. I'm like,
2 packs, 2 bottles.
No. Okay, but look. He had 2 bottles, and I seen it, and I was like, because one was unopened. She was like, "Oh, use this," and I was like, "That's unopened." I was like, "There's no way in this household there's an unopened pack." I was like, "There's an open one somewhere." So I went searching, and I found it. It was like pushed to the back, and I said, "Desmond, why is this pushed to the back if this is the open one?" And he said, "She's white, Dre." He's like, "She probably wasn't using it, so she assumed we didn't have it." And she just looked at him. She was like, "Seriously, Desmond?" Because he doesn't make racial jokes.
Yeah.
She said, "When I'm not around, he's a black man. When I come around, he turns into a nigga." She never said these words.
Yeah.
But she's just like, he's a completely different person when you're around.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. Yeah. I guess because I guess because it's like more like he can kind of. play that off of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, and that's the thing.
You know that's something that you're gonna play.
But he obviously has more black friends, but like with them, he's the reserved. He works in the cubicle. He has an accounting master's in accounting and business management. Yeah. Like he's the educated black brother. Mm-hmm. But when I come around, it's
he a nigga.
F you, nigga, you ain't shit.
But I think that's dope though. I think we all have to be like that to a certain degree, because you do, when you walk outside, you have to put on a different face for everybody. Like everybody got to see you differently, because you wanna move up in the world, you want to accomplish certain things. But when you get around the people that know you best, like it's
love.
Yeah, you can't be that person.
Like, you can't be no other person but yourself.
Like, I tell people all the time, like, I am a nigga at heart.
Yeah.
Like whatever you think I am, cool. That's fine, but at my
never
core,
forget.
like I'm
never
forget. So
never
if I
forget.
do something that's niggerish, don't get upset.
Yeah.
Like, it's a part of my nature. Like
definitely,
it is what it is.
Definitely. You guys. So we just want to bring light to the fact that you have to have like-minded friends.
Yeah.
Like, yes, there's friends that you can definitely go party with and, turn up. You know exactly who those friends are, though.
Definitely.
But you also have the friends that you can speak to about, hey, my business isn't going right. What should I do to improve it? Or I need feedback from even from the show. Like, I'm quick to ask my friends, like, give me any feedback that you can about how I can improve, or maybe something I should change, or anything of that nature.
You ever had a friend give you some feedback that they knew wasn't going to go well with you? Like, it wasn't even like that's something I needed to hear, I didn't want to hear, but like some straight up like, no, why would you even say that to me?
Why would you even, you know me?
Or somebody that didn't even watch what you
and
then try to wing the feedback. Be like, well, what part are you talking about? And they like, oh, well, when you said, the thing about the other thing, you like,
hoping you fill in the blank for them.
Yeah,
like
I mean, you said some controversial things.
Yeah.
Like, what I said that was controversial. Yeah. I mean, you said, that part, your mom.
See, that's right. See, that's why with my G's, bro. Like, we just gonna keep it real with you.
Yeah.
Like, ain't no sugarcoating. Hey, man, look, tell me what's up.
I ain't watching for real.
Like, I would tell you. I ain't watching.
G, hey, bro, how I look in this? Hey, man, you look like a fucking idiot. Take that shit off. Right, appreciate you.
You know how many friends I've said like,
how you sell bean pies on the corner?
You ask your friend like, how you like the ignorant noodle? And some people straight up like, bro, I ain't watched. I'm like, I want to be upset that you just said that to me, but at the same time, you said that to me. Like, you straight up like,
I appreciate you.
Like,
be real.
I get it. It's
cool, some friends, they be like, oh, I'm a couple episodes back. I ain't seen it in a minute. I've been busy. Then some people like, bro, I just don't watch your show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to shout out to you. You told me straight up.
Yeah, I didn't have to find out.
Go watch, but
definitely. So one of the people that we want to bring to light about friendship is Oprah and Gayle. And how they've been friends for over
40 years?
40 years.
Yeah.
40 years. A 40-year friendship. And how at any point in time, they are there for each other. Right. Now, might be some bullshit behind it, but they are always there for each other no matter what.
Facts, because Oprah was there to stand up stood tall for Gayle. I'm talking about in the trenches with her.
It would have took me a minute.
I mean, because as a friend, I feel like...
help out Gayle?
It took me a minute.
But Auntie B brought up a good point the other day. We were talking about it. She said that Oprah wasn't tripping because that's something Oprah would do. She wouldn't have no problem asking those questions.
She would have had no issue.
Nah, Oprah definitely wouldn't have asked those questions.
She wouldn't have.
Oprah
definitely would have asked those questions.
Oprah had Bobby Brown on her show like 5, 6, 7 times, and she only thing she ever asked him was stuff that we already knew in the media. Like, she never really asked him about some real,
like
Janet
things
Jackson
going on. Butt naked in the hallway.
Yeah, like she never really went into that. Like, I don't think Oprah is so much of a brand.
Yeah.
Versus Gayle, who's an interviewer.
Yeah.
Oprah's a brand. Like, so she's gonna protect that. She would have never asked Lisa Leslie anything in regards to Kobe's case in that situation. In that situation, like, Oprah has a lot more empathy than Gayle does in that situation.
So as a friend, when do you step in and say, "Hey, Gayle, look, you need to talk to the
That
folks
takes me a
about
minute. It took me a minute because you're associated with that, right? So you take on that. Like, I'm gonna take on Gayle and these bullets that she catching. I'm gonna stand in this foxhole with her, but it's gonna take me a minute to really figure out how I gotta move next to her.
I think Oprah does it.
I mean,
I don't mean act the crowd. I think Oprah tells Gayle to act. I think Oprah, because like you said, because Oprah is the brand.
Right.
Because at the end of the day,
ask him.
Gayle, like with Oprah has, the Oprah Network, Harpo, the magazine. But I think that's what it is. I think it's more so, I'm a brand. I can't take these hits. At the end of the day, Gayle can either get another job somewhere else, no matter what it is, or she can always work for Oprah.
Yeah, but it's like, do you really want to continuously live in that shadow?
Right.
Like, because, I mean, you look at the last two Gayle interviews, you talking about R. Kelly and you talking about Lisa Leslie, completely two different scenarios, but we going back to the same thing. Like, on the flip side, when it came to a person that was accused of these things, you were very stern. You were very like, yo, this needs to happen. But when it came to Lisa Leslie, we've known her for years, not doing nothing crazy.
Nothing.
Why is that question even
because
a
Oprah
necessity?
Because everybody been going after Oprah for the Harvey Weinstein versus the black people. So now she's just
But one thing we know, I learned that early, and I say like 50 Cent was sometimes he really got jewels that he dropped out of nowhere.
50 say real things. It's just nobody wants to hear from 50.
I remember he called in a radio station one time and he was arguing with this artist, and he said the artist was like, yo, 50, you changed when you got this money and everything like that. And 50 said, listen, man, if money don't change you, you just haven't made enough. And that's a real statement. Like, I mean, you look at Oprah, like she don't live, like she can reach back and come back and make herself a part of the culture because we've accepted that, but she don't live like us.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like she don't go through that everyday struggle. Gayle still kind of go through that everyday struggle. Like,
definitely.
Like Oprah knows that Gayle's gonna take these hits, and for me, like I said, it would have took me a minute to not stand next to her. I'm standing next to her instantly, but it would have took me a minute to figure out what I want to say and how I want to move, because
she started crying.
Hold that thought, Dre. We got to run to a break real quick, man. Trust me, we got to finish this conversation.
We're gonna come back to it. We definitely
we'll be right back,
yo. Yeah, that's weird.
Be right back.
Shawty made that ass clap, she don't need no applause. High fashion, like Goya, G-Wagon, or the Rover. I put some ice on you cause you got a cold heart. I know I gotta keep my shawty on go. Drop that ass to the floor, yeah. Whoa. You ain't gotta deal with none of these niggas no more. If we hop in the Benz, is that okay? Is it okay if I call you my pride of babe? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of babe. But let me tell you, I like you a lot, babe. I wanna start at the top and the bottom, babe. Now you want to shoot with the red at the bottom, babe. You know I like when you right at the top, babe. She wants your name and D-Yo-Yo. I'm only doing cash, I don't need promo. I pull up to the high rise, I'm in the 4-4. Inside Coco. If I got a feeling, I keep it inside my heart. And I keep a pedicure cause I don't do facades. You can see my diamonds even when I'm in the dark. And since you got it make you go and do anything you want. Shawty made that ass clap, she don't need no applause. High fashion, like Goya, G-Wagon, or the Rover. I put some ice on you cause you got a cold heart. I know I gotta keep my shawty on go. Drop that ass to the floor, yeah. Whoa. You ain't gotta deal with none of these niggas no more. If we hop in the Benz, is that okay? Is it okay if I call you my pride of babe? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of babe. But let me tell you, I like you a lot, babe. I wanna start at the top and the bottom, babe. Now you want to shoot with the red at the bottom, babe. You know I like when you right at the top, babe. If I hit it front and back, she gon' hit the sidewalk. If she got her best friend with her, take her back to Milo. Got a 5 in the morning, wildin'. And her name ain't Megan, but she a stallion. Never keep my hoes divided. Remember I was pulling up in the valley. And you know I take her so when she ride. Sweater and the sneakers all Kenzo. Shawty know to drop it low like a limo. Every time we kick it like Timbo. Shawty made that ass clap, she don't need no applause. I put some ice on you cause you got a cold heart. I know I gotta keep my shawty on go. Drop that ass to the floor, yeah. Shawty made make that ass clap, she don't need no applause. High fashion, like Goya, G-Wagon, or the Rover. I put some ice on you cause you got a cold heart. I know I gotta keep my shorty on go. Drop that ass to the floor. Yeah. Whoa. You ain't gotta deal with none of these niggas no more. If we hop in the Benz, is that okay? Is it okay if I call you my pride babe? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of babe. But let me tell you, I like you a lot, babe. I wanna start at the top and the bottom, babe. Now you want to shoot with the red at the bottom, babe. You know I like when you right at the top, babe.
Hey. What is y'all laughing at?
I'm laughing at Dre.
I don't like this little interaction y'all had.
No, bro.
I'm gonna set up the microphone for the next guest.
Wasn't too fond of that one.
She wouldn't.
Ew.
Ew. Like he got asthma.
I don't like that, man. Listen, they need to control their breath or something.
Yeah.
All right, so when we came back, when we went out the break, we were speaking about this Gayle and Oprah friendship and the strong bond that they have.
Yeah.
So, what was your opinion that you were about to say?
I was about to say, like you were saying, like it's just gonna take you a minute to figure out what you want to say before you step in. I feel like Oprah already knows what she's gonna say because she's doing it. Like, she's setting it up. So, like, hey, if you come under too much fire, I'm gonna step in. I don't think it's how do I help my friend that went over? But I think it was Gayle, do it.
Gayle,
do it.
So you think she gave her?
Look, go ahead and do it, and I got your back.
Got you, like
right, I'm telling you, I can see Oprah
that's
doing
your
that.
sister, right?
Yeah.
No matter what, you're gonna have her back.
Absolutely.
If somebody's trying to fight her, and there's even the smallest chance that she may lose, are you gonna say, "Hey, don't get into that fight"? You're gonna like, "Man, you got it." And if anything happens, I'm right here. I think that's all Oprah's doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's the crying thing. Like that's where I kind of disconnect with you there. Because she got on there and was crying, was like she's having death threats and somebody's damaging her life. And
you like I said, if you about to get into a fight, you ready. You know your brother there. You got all of us in this room right now got your back. Yeah, you gonna if somebody pull out a gun and say, "I'll blow your brains off," you gonna be like, they can't stop that. That's all it was. It came too much for her to handle at one time. It was like, oh, they threatened my. It's not. Yeah. It's not F you. It's I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, that direct access to people.
Yeah. Like
that being able to get directly to the person that you want to speak to.
Because back then it was
say
like
what you want to say, like, and know that they can, whether they take it to heart, they gonna see it.
Yeah.
Like, they gonna view it. So like. Yeah,
that's somebody saying I will slap the hell out of you doesn't bother you. You waking up looking at your phone and 100 people that told you they want to slap the hell out of you. You're like,
all right, now look.
Because one of these people might live next door to you.
100 of you.
That's the weird part of it.
Yeah.
And they might actually do it. Yeah. Like you never know. Like you might be going to get some coffee and they just.
I was like, same thing. You know we're saying about Pop Smoke. It doesn't matter who's threatening you. Somebody that doesn't like you can just slip that information out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, there's a bunch of death threats. They can't get to me. But guess what? Your neighbor know you live next to them. They can easily be like, oh no.
Slide you a couple.
Yeah.
That man's boy set him up, bro.
You remember all the
period, bro.
I'm so sad by it. It's just so saddening to me, like that really happened.
Bro,
because that's somebody, that's his bro, like that's his man. He probably shared so much shit with this man.
That's a problem, though.
Let me tell you something. If you look at the end result, that was never his man.
Ever.
Never.
That was never his man.
He was there for the come up.
He played a role.
It be your own man, though.
He played a role.
It be your right hand.
He did what he was supposed to do. He played a role, and he knew that when the money got to a certain level, he was going to be right for a lick. And that's what they did. They caught a lick on him. And unfortunately, a young man lost his life, but that's having people around you that's just not there for.
My thing is,
come down to.
Even if it is catching a lick, you can get this amount of money.
Yeah.
If you just stay loyal and help them get bigger, that's
he
more money.
It's more.
You're like, I don't get that.
That and more.
That's
what
not
I'm saying.
Yeah, the mindset ain't there.
The longevity ain't there. Plus, it's like you don't have friends like when you look at cats like let's just say like perfect example like Memphis Bleak. No, Tata. Let's just say Tata. A lot of people know Jay's best friend Tata.
Yeah.
Who's now in Rock Nation and the VP and all of that. Yeah. Tata was literally just going around with Jay in the car, going to rap battles, just standing right there reciting his lyrics in the beginning. throughout Jay's career, Tata's been right there. Yeah. Like Tata ain't go to college. Tata don't have no, but he's been a loyal soldier to his man, and his man put him in a position to now he's a vice president. He's making his own money.
One of those friends that you sit there, and you see him like, yo, what do you add?
You're right.
What do you do? Why are you here? And it's just, I'm just friends with him.
Right, like
Literally.
This is my man.
This is my man's, and I'm right here.
But in the same sense though, like that energy around you, like you always will know you got somebody that really. Like that really got your back 150% when it come down to it. So like a cat like Tata, you look at it and be like, man, like it was years where we saw you just not doing nothing, just in the videos, and then now it's like, oh snap, okay, we see the outcome. Like, we see what that do. Like
if niggas just wait for that, like just
stay down,
and wait for that.
That was something that was handed to him from Jay.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't nothing he asked for. It was probably just like after enough like giving him advice, it was just like. Yeah, the only nigga I trust to handle this if I can't.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Because one, I know you got my best interest heart because all these years I wasn't paying you nothing. You was just a broke nigga hanging out with me.
Yeah. Right.
And now you about to get your own money. I'm about to, like Nas when he put his daughter's name for executive producer for one of his albums. So no matter what she gets royalties, it's just one of those like. I know you got my best interest, so I'm gonna help you get your pockets lined.
Definitely. Speaking of best interest,
I'm glad you're bringing it up.
I'm glad you're bringing it up.
Thank you. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this.
That was a solid transition. Too.
Come on.
Speaking
of interest, so we were having this conversation last night. Last night we was having a conversation, and I just don't agree with it.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Friends and relationships. Friends and relationships. If you have a significant other, can you have a close friend of the opposite sex?
Yes. Facts. All the way.
I agree. Within boundaries.
Did they come before or after the relationship?
They came before the
then guess who's gonna be here after?
Thank you.
Okay, and I respect that.
Thank you. Yeah.
But I respect that. I respect that 10,000%. I'm not saying that your friend you got to get rid of your friend. What I'm saying is your friend has to respect the boundaries. Yeah. Now you're in a relationship now.
Of course.
You know, now you're my woman. You know, and I'm not saying that I want to get in your way of y'all's relationship or y'all's friendship, but let him know or her know. Don't be calling you at and I'll say 11 o'clock at night talking about, hey, let's go do woo. I was like, like what?
Okay, but
if you have to have that conversation,
that's got to being had beforehand.
But if you have to have that conversation, you got to think about it. If you got to have that conversation with her about telling her how to regulate her friend, you got to figure out what kind of friend this is.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
You got to figure out what kind of friend this is.
Thank you, bro.
Or was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because this whole that's my bro, that's my sis.
That don't work no more.
It's been tarnished.
It's
tarnished.
You know what I'm saying?
Tarnished.
I do have female friends that I've had for years, like that I genuinely love as a female friend, but also there's no attraction.
Of course.
Right. Like I don't want to attempt that move. So there's never we don't even have to have that conversation, a boundary, because there's no reason for her to hit me at 2:00 in the morning.
Unless it's an emergency.
Unless it's an emergency.
And that's my thing. The emergency part. Now, if there's ever a time that my best friend was to call me at 1:00 in the morning, he say, "Hey, Britt, I need you." I'm there. Now I'm gonna let you. I'm not asking you to go because I'm gonna go regardless. I'm gonna say, "Hey, he needs me. You want to ride?" Or hey, he needs me. I'm going this place right here, right now.
But is there no attraction?
There's no attraction
because you gotta.
He don't do nothing for me.
Do you have ugly friends?
Like, you gotta remember.
He ain't ugly. He's very handsome. He just don't do nothing for me.
Men, we move differently. Like you have categories when it comes to men's and female friends. So you have your friends that you know you don't have a chance with. So you just got to keep her over here. You got a friend that you play this friend zone long enough, you might get in the end zone. Then you have, I used to handle that and we cool now. There's different levels to it. You know what I'm saying? So now
that's sounding all this.
I'm just saying. Like no, it's the same thing for women though. It's the same thing.
No.
It's the same thing for women.
It's not the same thing for women. If we've been friends, if me and a guy has been friends for 10 years and I find him attractive, I could have been hit. It's been 10 years. I could have been hit, but I didn't. For the simple fact, I don't want to.
But you also can't say things like that.
Would you tell
like
you can't say something like that because,
to your man?
Right.
Yes.
Because then what if that slips up in a conversation between you and him one day and you and your friend one day, and now his mental is changing. Like now the way he considers you a friend is like, oh, I still got a shot at him.
But no, but definitely make it clear that I don't want to.
No, I'm not saying
like that.
Thinking like that isn't wrong. It's saying the statement. If looking at your man and be like, oh, if I want that, I could have been had it. Saying that implies like he still wants you.
But that means you brought it up in the conversation, so you feel insecure about yourself. To asking me about him, and I'm letting you know I could have been hit.
It's not necessarily.
If that's the case,
it's not that. It's just don't say that
like,
phrase.
Yeah, don't say that. Because that's like me. That's like me
If
walking
I said that
down
about
the
my
street,
homegirl,
seeing a chick and being like, "Yo, I could have been hit that if I wanted to."
But you brought it
I
up
could hit
first.
that right now if I want to.
You brought it
and
up
then she
first.
like, "Well, wait a minute.
You
brought it up, but you brought it to the table. I would have never said it. It wouldn't even cross my mind until you brought it to the table. And now you're coming at me saying, "Oh, you with him or you doing this, you doing that." Baby, I could have been did it if we being clear, but I didn't because I don't want to and I don't look at him like that.
So you
need to trust me and trust what I'm doing and know that I love you and I'm with you, and that's never going to happen.
And as soon as y'all break up, he didn't hit it. Now he's sitting
never.
And really, not even so much that. The whole deal is this, bro. You know that he wants you in that way.
But yo.
Okay, and I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying because you don't want him, but we, as a guy, you know if another man wants your woman.
Yeah.
The same way another woman knows if another woman wants her man.
Okay.
You know that.
Like,
right.
And I understand that is your friend, but he's only your friend until what?
Until nothing, because I don't look at him like that. That's
the
thing. Y'all need to put. I get it. I get what y'all saying because it's the same thing with women. We know when a woman likes our man. We know when she.
Can y'all tell us more often?
What you mean? We do tell y'all. Y'all don't take heed to it though.
It'd be 4 years later, and they be like, you know, I used to like you. What the hell are you telling me that for?
You talking about that?
No, we ain't
about to get it.
Right though, because you be like, man, all that headache I went through with her, I could have saved that. Let's rock with you for a minute, yeah.
Listen, we ain't even about to get into that.
But see, that goes back into what we was talking about earlier when it comes to women don't trust women.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like
y'all
men,
don't trust
like
niggas.
but I'm
we
saying,
do.
No,
until we get a reason not to.
We know the difference is we know what the goal is for a dude because we the same dude.
Same for the chick.
No,
it ain't the same.
It is the same.
When you with your man,
if
you and your man argue and you go to one of your homeboys, do they tell you that you're wrong?
Yes. That's why I have a best friend that's going to tell me that I'm wrong.
If they tell you you're wrong, they're not in it for saying. If they're always just like, man, he tripping. But you don't need to he's always on your side.
We know, but we
he's
know
trying
that.
to spit in it.
But we know that. We know that though. That's
so you're going to
thing.
continuously surround yourself with
No, that's the thing. That's what you need to. Now, that's something you need to talk to your woman about and say, hey, if that's the case, you don't need to surround yourself with him anymore. You need to talk to her on that basis, not, oh, F him, that's not your friend. Like, he just want to hit. We know.
If you know,
but we never keep hanging out with them on a regular basis. That's
exactly. So that was my point. That was my point last night. My point last night was I have no problem with you hanging out with your homeboy, but do it out of respect, not only for the relationship, but for me as well.
Of course.
Your homeboy should not be calling you saying, "Hey, let's hit up this concert," and he know that you laying here right next to me.
Of course.
And he only is asking just you. Even though he knows that you in it with me.
Yeah, but you ain't going to do that neither.
I'm not. Exactly.
Thank you. No, bro, I got respect.
Unless it's a couple thing.
I got respect for folks in relationships. I got mad respect.
It's how you act.
Because it's a respecting as a man. Because
I feel you.
But guess what? If my girl likes to go to concerts, and his homeboy likes going, like her homeboy likes going to concert, and it's like, hey, there's this concert this week. Like, can you go? Not. Hey, let's go. I'm with my.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
you. Hey, you good.
Of course.
I just think I need to know.
It's all about how it's all about how the conversation happens.
There is a respect thing. However, you do have to put some type of trust into your woman.
Oh yeah,
for me,
that's the thing. Y'all don't be putting no trust into your woman. You just go straight into attack mode. Like
no, women go into attack mode.
Now, see, I don't know who you've been dealing with.
I was like, this sounds like your choices in life.
I mean, I just think there has to be a defined understanding about what this relationship was with your friend.
But why does it have to
because
come to
because a friend can mean a lot of different things. So I think like before we get into the situation of can you not have female friends? Yes, the answer is you can have female friends and male friends and opposite friends. But what is the friendship based on? That's where it comes in. That's where the problem comes in the relationship. Because if you still hanging out with this dude that you was popping 6 months before I met you, now all of a sudden y'all best friends. Yeah. I'm leery of that because how long that's been going on, and are you really done with that? And who's to say you ain't really feel him? He not gonna be mad behind.
I got a better question for that. Do you even tell him that he popped?
You have to. Because that energy is disrespectful.
I'm with you on that. But I'm asking a female. Do you tell your man?
Yeah.
If it was 6 months before, of course you tell him. Of course. Now I have to say this. If it's been 10 plus years.
No, you still got.
It was just one time. It was just
a
one-time thing.
You still got to tell me.
It never came up again. Me and him never had that conversation again. It never came up drunk.
You still got to let me know.
I'm not saying that you don't got to let him know. I'm not saying that you don't got to. But do you let him know at the beginning of the relationship? Do you let him know?
Unless y'all had sex to find out if he was gay, and then you find out that he's gay from that sex.
Yeah. The energy on the hug is going to be different. You got to tell me. Because if I see the energy on the hug is gonna be different.
Because guess what? He gonna hug you. He gonna squeeze you. He gonna look at your man.
He gonna hold her a little bit tighter. He gonna hold you a little bit tighter. We gonna see if
just to let you know.
Energy is still there. You gonna notice. Like you gonna notice that. You just think about it in your lifetime. Not to get into your business because I don't want to know that. But
big brother.
Like you know what I'm saying. Think about some of the guys that have hugged you from past situations or whatever. When they hugged you, it's a little bit different from somebody randomly just coming up to you and hugging you. That you just cool.
I don't
with.
hug people, so that's
a lie.
No. That's even.
Now she anti-social.
She didn't walk in the anomaly.
Now she dapping everybody.
She didn't walk in the anomaly.
That's even more proof to us.
Bro, I'm quick to dap everybody else.
Here's the thing.
Don't hug me.
That's proving our point. Because if we know you're not a hugger, and somebody hugs you.
Then you know.
Nah. She don't even hug people.
What's up with that?
I know she don't hug people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, now you don't put yourself out there. So, like, that's what I mean. Like, that hug is different. That hug is
and also,
different. That embrace
is your homeboy putting your man on game? Like, if you got like a favorite thing or something, he's like, oh man,
why would you do that?
But
now you being disrespectful.
No, not sex. Like, oh, those fighting words. I'm saying like, if your birthday coming up, and he's like, hey bro, what should I get her? He's like, I don't even know, bro. I don't really. No, nigga, you hiding something. Like,
Okay.
That mean he gotta get the gift that you really want.
Right.
Yeah, and make me look crazy.
That's the thing. That's where you know whether he's a friend or whether he's her best friend.
And that's the thing.
Because my best friend gonna know
what I like. Catch on to stuff like that.
You're supposed to let me know that off the rip.
That's that. Men will catch on to that.
I'm supposed to let you know what I like.
No, I'm talking about that being your best friend. Your best friend automatically knows the best parts about you.
But this is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. If I ask him that and he says that he don't know, he gives me one of those answers like, I know you know. But then I come to you like, I don't trust him. You're going to be like, why? He was like, oh, he ain't tell me what you wanted for your birthday. So you just being insecure. No, I'm not. I understand. He's hiding information.
Again, that's a different type of chick. But before we even get to, we gotta take a quick break. We're gonna come right back. We're gonna get back into it because
got some layers
I just don't like how I'm the only girl and there's 3 men in here and they try and get it.
Nah, but we all seen it.
We unbiased. We gonna figure it out. We being unbiased about this.
We're gonna get back into it. Right. Take us a break real quick.
Men rule, girls drool.
I'm so young, just a girl I've been falling. Sorry for the misunderstanding, John. I'm just a forward, man, I'm ready for second down. Oh no, I need my funds, yeah. Road off run, work for my own, so I don't need no one. Still no waste, man, can't get none. I stand up and I never drop. Squeeze my neck, squeeze my breast. You do it best, you relieve my stress. Come panty less, easy access, yeah. Sex without run with it, that girl feature me. Me don't give a fuck about what people say. Yeah, sex without ties are the best. While we young, let's just have fun. No rush commitment, you can't tie my down. God go with you, come and not come. Oh no, you tell me you want me for yourself. No one share with nobody else. I tell you what I love me, I meant do not text it. If you're bringing me stress, just squeeze my neck, squeeze my breast. You do it best, you relieve my stress. Come squeeze my breast. You do it best, you relieve my stress. Come panty-less, no need for undress. Sex without ties are the best, yeah. More than competent. Run with the idiot, boy, feature me. Me don't give a fuck what people say, yeah.
Yo, 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 yo.
And we're back.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Man, don't you
Wrong. Mama made it.
Wrong.
I made it.
YNG round here.
They about to get canceled.
YNG.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are they?
I think so. It's too much beef, like in their office.
With who?
The whole Breakfast Club, yeah.
I think it once.
It's too much beef inside the office.
Gucci Man started that.
No.
He did. He really put that in place because once he
That's
said
a Yee thing though.
What he say about Angela Lee? He said Angela Lee tried to holler at him, and then Charlamagne backed him up on it. It was a wrap. Envy the only neutral party in the and that's why he sit behind the desk. Them two they can't rock no more.
Yeah, man. We want to go ahead and further a little bit. We're gonna kind of dive back into the whole respect in the relationships. Man. So I want to kind of wrap this part up for us. So I mean, man, what's anybody got like the final commentary on this?
Watch your friends.
The only way that you can truly have friends of the opposite sex when you're in a relationship is if you don't have no interest in them and they don't have no interest in you. Anything outside of that, or they like the other sex. Outside of that, it's gonna be hard. It's straight up.
I say you just have sex with all your friends.
Oh man!
And then let whoever you with know that you didn't have sex with all your friends.
Nephew.
So now it don't matter who you bringing around. I didn't have sex with all of them.
Nephew, we talked about that off day. We're not supposed to let them know.
That's hard. That's hard though.
That's crazy. What
No, man, I say respect and boundaries, man. Like, I have no problem with you having your male friend. If he got something going on, if he's really your friend, he knows that he can come to the crib.
Yeah.
He can come over. Y'all can talk about it. I ain't got to be there. If he don't want me to know, I get it. But respect not only me as a man, but respect our relationship.
Of course.
And address me first.
Thank you.
When you see us, speak to me first.
Hey, and that's I'm glad he said that.
No, that's real.
We need to make that a thing.
That's real. That's real.
If you know my girl, speak to me first.
Yeah.
I know y'all know each other already.
You ain't got to speak to me first.
Yeah.
Just acknowledge
the fact that I'm there.
After that initial,
I'm not saying that you.
After that initial introduction, address me first.
Of course.
Address me first and moving on.
But you saying address you first for what?
No, I mean like
after
before the conversation goes on.
Address me. And then address us. Don't have me sitting there like you should steady talking to my girl. Address.
Imagine a girl walking up to your man.
Y'all been up
hey, how's it going? Oh my God, I ain't seen you forever. Oh, I'm doing this weekend. I got to go and leave. You've never been even looked at.
Who is this nigga? Right?
And why he's so comfortable talking? He grinning from ear to ear.
Got you.
Especially if I've never been introduced to who this dude is.
Exactly. Yeah. That'd be the weirdest ones that come in, give you that crazy hug, and be catching up with your girl right in front of you, and then just walk.
Oh, they not on your Instagram?
And never say nothing. Like don't say hello. Just
it's a whole lot of memories for you to never brought this person up.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. So I'm gonna leave us with the keep it a B. Fellas, trust your woman. Trust that she knows what she's doing. If you have a right woman that was raised right the way I was, trust her and know that she knows what she's doing. She know what she's doing. She know what it is.
He ain't said nothing.
She already know what it is because he know what it is.
A public service announcement. My sister is crazy. Anybody
know what it is.
We're gonna put that on her bio for Sugar Daddies and
we already
I'm
know
telling
what it
you,
is.
anybody that deals with her, you gotta have.
We signing up the profile for.
You gotta be blessed, man. You gotta
Definitely
have God on your side for real.
Yeah, talk about
She
it.
wild.
Get into it. Yeah. But definitely put some trust into your woman that she knows exactly what she's doing. She know what it is, and that she's never gonna mess that up. If she know you the one, she's never gonna mess that up. Period. That's a keep it a B.
Hey man, and for be the positive, man, have respect for each other's wishes.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. It really keeps down a lot of confusion. Just having that mutual respect. If something's bothering your significant other or bothering your friend, talk to him about it. Address it, because the longer we let it fester, the worse issues get, man. Stuff just gets sour.
Yeah.
So don't even let it get to that point, man. We all about growing and enriching not only the culture but the generation.
Yeah.
You know, we want to enrich.
Absolutely.
We want to change those negative paradigms. You know, like you said, you know, guys don't need to be on your woman's case about her having a male friend, but it should be a level of respect.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
so
I do
on
have
the
a question
respect
though.
Yeah.
I have a question. You said something really interesting. I just thought about something like, what do we do as men when our girl doesn't like our friend's girl? And we can't hang out with our friend because he brings his girl everywhere. Have y'all run into that?
Okay, so you have
you run into that?
Oh, no,
that's the toughest. Listen, that's the toughest situation on a friendship.
Nah, you ditch your girl. You ditch your girl. Like both of y'all. No. Both of y'all just gotta ditch your girl. Like,
that's a tough instant answer.
I'm not saying like leave your girl to go hang out with them. I'm just saying like both of y'all like, bro, our girls don't like why are we gonna do this to ourselves? Because we both gotta hear it later. Just ditch your girls.
I mean,
hey,
that
man,
sounds logical, but that's tough.
I ain't hugging that pillow or you at night.
Right. That's a tough. That's what I'm saying. That's tough.
I'm not telling like, hey, I'm leaving you to like, hey, I'm about to go hang out, with my peoples.
And she cut that off. Like, you like, yo, I'm about to go hang out with my mans. And she like, no, you can't. And then you be like, why? She's like, I don't like his girl. And I know his girl gonna be at the house. What do you say?
That's what I'm saying. You both ditch your girl. Like, your girl stay at the house. His girl stay at the house. Y'all go somewhere else.
I mean, yeah.
You can try that.
I'm not like I said, I'm not saying like ditch your girl to go hang out with them.
Though, because it's like then you gotta kind of lie to your girl to hang out with your man.
And no.
Like you gotta be like, I'm going to the gym, but I'm really going to the bar.
The issue is you're looking for the right thing to say.
I mean,
spit facts. You and her obviously got problems. I'm not dealing with it. Me and just him about to dip out.
But I mean, what happens?
I'm aggressively honest.
You really, really, really like Shorty though, and it's just they just.
Oh, like you already. That's the. I was like the only tricky part would be if you're already cool with his girl.
Yeah, like
it's like we was like a circle of y'all was a circle of friends. They ended up dating,
right?
And now your girl comes.
And
in.
your girl jumps into.
But it depends on what the issue is.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I want to bring that to light that. You have to find out what the actual issue is. Being a woman, you have to find out what the issue is, so that you can, so that a man, as my man, you can figure it out. You can set it up to say, okay, you really just don't like her, but why don't you like her? Like, what is the real issue?
It's her face.
If she don't got no real issue, then you gonna have to tell her like, listen, you gotta get over that, or you gotta figure it out. Like it's either or. You figure it out or you get over it.
But that caused so much tension amongst
women. Don't like hearing that.
Like y'all don't even like women put a lot of because we gotta sit there and have that conversation with our man. Like that's not a conversation we really bro. Hey, man, I can't come hang out with you today because
my girl don't like your
girl. Don't like your girl. like that's a tough conversation.
I think the worst part would be like, why don't she like my girl?
why don't
I don't know. Like,
bro, I don't know.
like or they do stuff to make sure that you can't see your friend. Like when you know your friend having something, they plan.
Imagine the reasoning though. She thinks your girl's too flirty with me.
Yeah, right? Like stuff like that. Like it's crazy.
What you mean, my girl flirty?
Situation.
Yeah, like that.
Flirty with you. Yeah, bro.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I don't know, man. Something about we was playing basketball. She said my meat was jumping. I just
what?
You never know. And on that note, it could be one comment during the Spades game that just changed the whole relationship between them two.
Like she was talking too much. She was talking too much.
Like she reneged. I can't fuck with her. Like
what you mean?
She said you had big dick energy the way you threw down that baby Joker.
Okay, you know what? See, this is why you the ignorant noodle. Yo, we appreciate y'all for coming out.
Thank y'all for y'all support. Please continue to tune in. It's only going to get better and better.
Man, make sure y'all follow us on our Instagram and our Twitters. Please, man.
Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it, man. I just want to say this, man. Little sis, I'm extremely proud of you. You pursuing your dreams and you doing it at a high level, man. I'm extremely proud of you, man, to see where you came from.
Sure.
So, and I'm blessed and grateful, and I appreciate you giving me an opportunity to
Y'all didn't see her cash app him to say this. Yeah. He's reading from a script.
Like, I definitely got the script. Like before this, like yo, make sure you say this towards the end. But nah, like it's nothing but love, man, and I appreciate you. So thank you, man. It was good meeting you. I appreciate it, man. It's been a lot of love, man. And I hope I get a chance to come back here and do it again, man. It was
of course.
Man, everybody, for real, man. So I appreciate the opportunity. Thank y'all.
Yes, thank y'all. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Google the Ignorant Noodle. I promote all black businesses.
I'm definitely going to jump into your podcast.
Yeah, I put everybody on. That's how I met Fred. Just off something random.
When I tell y'all, man, it's ignorant. Like, straight up ignorant.
No, but I like your
thought.
Yeah, I like your thought. I like your line of thought, man.
If you rock with black businesses, hit me up. I'm promoting somebody all the time. I'm always trying to put somebody on. If you're looking for something, though, if you need something, just
let
find
me
me.
ask you a question, man. Next time I come down, can I get on the internet in the podcast? Can
I'm out of Columbus, Georgia. I had to drive up here to be here.
For real?
Yeah, bro. Just let me know when, bro.
I make the drive. Like, I'm just saying, like, because I really want to see where you go. I'm honestly going to take a look at the podcast.
The funny thing is, I'm not the ignorant one. It's my homeboy.
Oh my God!
I'm not the ignorant one.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I gotta get in on that.
I'm actually the sensible one. Yeah.
I gotta get in on that. Then
True.
I gotta get in on that. That's love. I appreciate that.
Look at us connecting.
Yeah.
Making a connection.
Yeah.
Young and Grown show, man. Get
Thank
connected.
y'all so much.
Yeah.
Toodles. Hey Fred, dude said big dick energy, man.